Olympism is based on a philosophy of life that combines sports, education, and culture. The values of excellence, respect, and friendship bind the people around the planet. The games begin around 776 BC in Olympia, Greece. Over 12 centuries the competition ensued, always every 4 years. Much later, French Baron Pierre de Coubertin, a great enthusiast of education through sports, created the Olympic movement. In 1914, Baron Pierre de Coubertin created the most important symbol of the Olympic Games.
International Sports Federation, NOC, National Olympic Committees, and Organizing Committees for Olympic Games, OCOG. More than 200 NOCs belonging to the Olympic family are essential ambassadors of the Olympic movement in their respective countries, and the tasks assigned to them are clearly stipulated under Rule 27 of the Olympic Charter. NOC responsible for sending participants to the games and endorsing potential future Olympic host cities within their country. Furthermore, they are assigned within the task of promoting the Olympic movement, its works and its fundamental principles in their day-to-day activities. The OCOG must undertake its works in accordance with the Olympic Charter, and the host city contract concluded between the IOC, the NOC and the city. Okay, some of the aspects of an OCOG's work includes first, to give equal treatment to every sport on the program and ensure that competition are held according to the rules of the IF. And second one, to choose and if necessary, create the required facilities, competition sites, stadiums and training halls, and to arrange for the equipment required. Okay, third, to accommodate the athletes, their entourage and the officials. To organize the cultural events that are an essential elements of the celebration of the Olympic Games. It is to contribute to building a peaceful and better world by educating youth through sport practice in accordance with Olympism and its value.
I'm Huzaifa, and I run.
هلا اجا الزعيم العظيم على دين الشعب يقول اني حاكم كريم.
ايوه لك تعرفون من هالشخص يا مضر. لك وين الويد ولا لك وين الدخان ولا لك دخن
كالكبير عضهم ركضهم مثل بولت خلي يسمع.
So now we're going to talk about the short-term and the long-term impacts of Olympic on the cities like Beijing, Australia, Sydney, and Athens. But before we move on, we have to understand that the short-term benefits have given more impact on the Olympic movement than the long-term benefits, because long-term benefits are intangible and difficult to procure.
لا يطلع كلام ارحل ارجع شكل تنجح بس اذا تعترفين بالاكس ممكن تنسي شويه بس.
The Olympic movement has given impact on the host city in terms of regeneration and local investment. So the business around the host city have got the opportunity of increasing investment in the local area itself and not taking into consideration the businesses from outside, which will give long-term investments. The level of economic activity staging the games, such as sporting equipment, sporting shops, clubs, has given an effect to more employment. And this more employment towards a temporary employment as well as permanent employment, which can help in short-term as well as long-term investment and long-term effect for the economic growth in the host city. Olympic movement has also given impact on the supply chain and the cluster formation in the region.
Technology is everywhere. When you involve sports with technology, it indirectly affects the business world. Gathers experts from physics, chemistry to pool resources in producing sports equipments. I'm not saying only Olympics, but it goes to all the sports events that makes people getting involved into sports that they like. Well, in terms of demand and supply, I would say raw material is the most crucial. When a country is appointed to organize to host the Olympics, they need to have all the necessities like stadiums, tracks, swimming pool. I remember during Beijing 2008, the demand of steel had spiked up and the price of steel had increased worldwide. So somehow it affects the world.
Biting cold, fresh and scolding, drown me under our street. Perfect tips, she was. Perfect lips, pieces of your heart splattered on the cliff. We go home, watch a movie. Tell me, can you feel the beat?
So, it was in Atlantis Olympics 1996 where I was first exposed about something called skating, and it made a major long impact on me personally. So, now that I've already told you about the long impacts of Olympics on me personally, how about I tell you some of the long impacts on economy? Let's go. Longer-term economic impacts include national and international recognition of the host city and state through extensive media exposure, Community benefits including local volunteerism, job creation and training, youth and education programs, funding for community economic development projects and cultural programs. Infrastructure and communication benefits. Regeneration impacts. Housing impact. New company investment in the city and region. Increased trade.